Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm transforming X-Transbots Masters X Series 87 MX-60 Interceptor Ballistic, or Misfire. There are certain points during this transformation that you really need to pay attention when you're transforming him, or you will break stuff. And that's not fun, but it's actually a very simple transformation when you got the hang of it. If you get the hang of it. But anyway, let's start. I've already done this hand because I'm not going to do that again. You have to fold the fingers very, very flat like that. Because when you rotate this in, it has to come all the way in. So you can close this up. And if you don't, it won't peg in where it should. And of course I didn't. So let's get that hand back out. And let's try turning it the other way. This actually went better, but yeah. Push the arm up. Don't mind this. It will go in after a while. Yeah, like that. Scooch the arms up. And now we are going to begin the real adventure here. We're going to decapitate him up like that, and everywhere here there are tabs 1, 2, 3, and of course on the other side. And be mindful so you don't actually break anything here, because there are very tiny tabs. So you push these out like that, and then you grab, I have to open up that first, grab the cockpit here and actually pull that out. We turn this up. We scooch these down and tab them in. Like that. Then we fold these up. I always thought we fold them down, but we don't. We fold them upwards, like that. You come to the head, you push this little thing through, and close that up so that everything is just locked into place. And then you fold the head in. You scooch the waist backwards like that, so you can actually see the little waist of poo there. Okay, the head is not feeling all that well, I think. Why isn't it? What has happened here? I hadn't that pulled all the way out. You need to pull that all the way out, or it won't go in. Now the head is in, of course. So we come to these sides. And these sides are actually very scary, because you are supposed to push them down on that little peg, or pin, sorry, and fold them out to the side. When you've done that, you need to peg this in to the port. This is so difficult to show. The port that's there. Let's do that on the other side, shall we? Push this down, fold this out, and here you have that port, and there is the peg. So, and everything is just this thin piece of, yeah. When you've come so far, you fold this forward. You have two indents here where these are going. And you have indents in these. That's going on those little pegs. They don't really tab in, but still. So, maybe show you here. You need to push this over that. Yes. And I actually bent mine, so that is not the bot's fault. I was just not very observant when I did that. Okay. Fold this down, and then we can actually close the cockpit up. Now, we need to scooch this forward, so it looks like that. And now we come to the legs. And if you thought the upper part of the body was difficult, well, strap yourself in. Here you have a lot of tabs that you need to undo. You are going to fold this up like that and fold this in. Yes, that's how it's going to sit. You're going to fold this out. Just push this past. It isn't as difficult as people say it is, and mine stick just fine. Fold the feet all the way in. And now we need to get that little piece out. It's pushed into the feet, and we're going to have it going forward, and you are pushing this little piece in. Okay. Now we're going to hinge on that piece of the knee, not the knee, but yeah, underside of the knee. And I forgot something. You have to push this out first. And you need to hear the second click here. If you don't, it's not out far enough. Okay. Use the leg joints here, knee joints, sorry, to just get everything lined up. Okay. Now we need to get this little toesies under these little pegs here. Like that. Very nice. We tab this toe piece in there. And now we need to do something about these wings. We fold this piece down. So we have that down. And we close this piece around the thigh. It doesn't tab in really, but still. You fold that out as well and push that up. I forgot about that, so yeah. Before you do anything up there, you bend the arm at the elbow and you tab it in down here. Then you stretch it out and you actually tab it in to the side here. Be mindful you have a little tab in here that isn't supposed to break, so yeah. Then we just come here and push the wing on. And like that. This needs to be up. Like that. And some people claim there is pushing plastic past plastic, but there isn't. If you do it right, it isn't. So, some dirt there. Go ahead and do the same thing with the other side. And for the love of don't forget those little tabs on the inside of the foot that actually attaches the feet to the upper part of the jet. But there you have him in his glorious alt mode. Now we're going to transform him into his robot mode, and you start by angling this out so you can actually get the arms free, like that. You tab them loose. Here, you hinge this out a bit. You extend the leg so it loosens from this peg and that little peg as well. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. No, nothing. It's just very X-Transbotsy, as usual. You need to fold this in. So do that, fold that down. Then you can fold the leg up all the way. Come to the foot. If it hasn't already, fold this little filler piece out, because you need that for the foot mode. And push that in. Hinge the foot down. Push that down. And this is a bit tricky, because you need to push that up and in, and that can be very difficult. Hinge it in like that. Fold that little piece down. And now we're going to push this over and just tab that on. And there you have, well, push this as well. Now you have one leg done. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other one. Come to this back piece and scooch it down as far as it will go, like that. Very nice. And open up the cockpit, like so. Fold this little piece in, because we're going to utilize the Otto one later on. and untab these as to your best of your abilities. Fold this backwards, and now it's starting to look horrible. And yes, it is. Fold this piece out, fold that in, then you can just angle the head forward and close the chest up. Just don't close this all the way up yet, because we need the space. So now we're going to undo the arms, and one side already is, I feel. Let's see if I can have a spludger. And as you can see, there is some paint scrapage here. I don't really mind, because this is going into the back, and it isn't visible during airplane mode either, or jet mode. Okay. Loosen up the wing. That can be okay, stand. I can't hold you and do that at the same time. Okay, I've bent that out. I'm scooching this upwards, and that is come in like that to the side. The arm goes there as well, and you have 1, 2 tabs here that going into 1 and 2 tabs over there. So now we need to prep the arm, because it's going to go in there, and you need every piece to just angle in correctly. And you're going to do that on both sides. And at the same time, you need to, yeah, this is a bit frustrating, but it is perfectly doable. So don't despair, okay? This is doable. I'm going to do this on both sides. I usually say do the other side, but I can't, because here you need to do both sides at the same time. And when we're done with that, we're going to untab these. I'm sorry, you don't see that. Untab these, fold this down, and you're gonna hinge this down as far as you are able. Before we do that, I always forget this. These are supposed to be felled in, so fold them in like that. They're supposed to be felled in, and then we can actually drop this down, because they need to be underneath these panels, because we're going to scooch them down, as you can see I did there, like that. And now just press everything in, and if you got everything right, you just press the head down and push the waist forward like that. Tab that into the back there. I'm going to position him because I like him standing like that. Come to the hands. Oh, now you don't want to go out, do you? Like that. And fold that in. Push this down as far as it'll go. It will go edge to edge here, so just be mindful of that. They are quite long. You can do that first if you want to, and then just get this out and about. And there you have the gorgeous Misfire in his beautiful bot mode.